Hello, how are we all doing on this fine Sunday evening in my current location, Stockton-on-Tees, which is where I live. Got the city scarf behind me, a new addition to the room. It's been a few weeks since I've streamed now, I think, but I'm back on this Sunday evening. Fancy you would have a 1 hour talk about Man City, as the title says, and football in general. Hope people could stop by and watch for this 1 hour of entertainment, I'd like to say. As we're on 37 seconds, I'm just going to talk constant football. Hope you guys enjoy. The comments turned on, hope people can hear me alright. I'm on a new phone. I just recently purchased a new phone. So hopefully the audio's alright. If there's anyone watching, please do let me know. It's fine, Sunday evening. So yeah, I'm going to spend an hour. It's Bank Holiday Sunday. I just thought it'd be a good time to stream. I don't have to get up for work in the morning. I can have a sleep in. And I can talk football. Perfect, really. I know people enjoy it. But yeah, I'm going to get going now. I'm going to talk football and Man City, of course, which is the main topic. So we beat Leeds 4-0 yesterday. I'm trying to think since I last streamed, which was a few weeks back now, quite a lot's happened. Beat Leeds yesterday, which is what I'll mainly talk about. Beat Real Madrid 4-3 before that, and it was a very, very tense game of football. One of the most tense, exciting, nervy, every word you can think of, games of football I've ever watched, probably ever, or one of them. It's definitely up there, I know that. The Real Madrid match was just, we could have made it more comfortable, which is what I'm disappointed about. We could have made it more comfortable, we didn't, but it was a great game of football, and I'm sure any neutral watching that would have really enjoyed that. It was like one of them games where it was just constant end to end. I think obviously that night we lacked in defence. Our two first choice fullbacks were missing, so we had to play Zinchenko at left back, who hadn't really played in a long time, and it was a big game to kind of throw him in. What you've got to remember is his head was all over with the Ukraine event still. So it was his first game in Asia. I thought he'd done all right. He did make a few mistakes, if I'm going to be honest, but he'd done all right. We had John Stones at right back. John's played right back, but it's not his natural position. And then, sadly, after 20 odd minutes, he got injured, and we had to put our 36-year-old captain at right back, Fernandinho, and I knew as soon as he'd come on, Vinicius, it was Vinicius on the left for Real Madrid that night, was just going to give him the run around, and so he did. He ended up scoring a brilliant goal in the second half where he just totally outdone Fernandinho and ran the whole pitch and scored. But I did think, despite that, Fernandinho done very well there. I mean, it could have been worse. We could have lost or drew the game. We ended up winning. Massive second leg in Madrid next week. Massive. This week, coming up. Wednesday evening, I can't wait. I'm going to be out for that match and I can't wait. I'm so pumped. It's our biggest match of the season for me. I know we've got big games in the league coming up. Our first comment of the evening, which I'm quickly going to get on. Chris Welsh, top YouTuber, check out his channel. Does some amazing content. He did a really good video yesterday where he opened, I think, some sweets. He done like a review in it. I really enjoyed that. Good bit of different content, mate. Loved it. But evening, mate. Hope you're well. I'm very well, mate. I've had a good day with my family. Hope you're doing well too yourself, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Really loved your video yesterday about the sweets you done. Something different but very good. I like it. Yeah, touching on what I was going on about. The game against Real Madrid was unbelievable. De Bruyne's header was amazing. Foden's header, how good was that? Not bad for a little lad. Trying to think of, well, Jesus took his goal well. Bernardo, how good was his goal? Absolute thunderbolt with the left foot in the top corner. I look at the goals we give away, the Vinicius one I talked about, and then the Benzema goals, which were just pretty ridiculous. That penalty he chipped down the middle, I mean, fucking hell, he took some bottle doing that. I couldn't believe he had the bottle to dink a penalty down the middle in a Champions League semi-final. I mean, how many players in the world had the bottle to do that? Just shows what a world-class striker he is. Best striker in the world right now for me, if I'm being honest. Can't think of anyone better. If anyone can think of anyone better, let me know, but I can't. And we're going to have to try and keep him out next week in Madrid, which is not going to be easy. Obviously, his goals pretty much put Chelsea through, put them through against Chelsea. He saved them. Will he save them again against us? Hopefully not. Wednesday evening in Madrid, massive match. I've talked about Madrid match, I'll talk about the Leeds match now. I'll just have a look at these comments before I do. Just my usual self, thanks as always. Good to hear you, mate. Luca, this is Luca's Life, is tuned in this evening. Hi, hello mate, hope you're well. Good to see you. Another really good YouTube creator, does vlogs, Arsenal talk-alongs. He does match previews, reviews. Arsenal MK Dons fan. Shame about MK Dons not going up yesterday. I thought 5-0 win, very unlucky, but Rotherham won. How are you? I'm good, mate. Hope you're well yourself. But yeah, check out Luca's channel. Good YouTuber. Yeah, sweets were from one of my mates' business. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. So doing a bit of promoting there. Love to hear it. Funnily enough, back when I was younger, I used to actually, for my first ever job, I used to sell sweets. So I've got a good knowledge about it. I was only 16. I'm 26 now. Benzema's criminally underrated in his career. Yep, I agree with that. He's always been good. He's been Real Madrid's main striker for a lot of years now. I think 13 years. He signed for them in 2009. And he's never lost that number 9 shirt. He's always kept all of it. He's an unbelievable player, and we'll have to do well to keep him out in Madrid. Hope you guys like the City scarf I've put on there. This is my new room, my new house. I need to get some more City stuff for the room. I've got the scarf there. Just thought it'd be nice. You know, get it in the videos. Yeah, he's a great striker, isn't he? I mean, I can't think of anyone better in the world right now in that position. Maybe Lewandowski, Haaland could have a good argument about it, but I think right now Benzema's the main man. He's good. He's amazing. We'll have to try and stop him in Madrid on Wednesday, which won't be easy. But we've got good defenders. I mean, Ruben Diaz will play. We'll have Diaz and Laporte. I think Cancelo, he was back yesterday against Leeds. He'll play against Madrid. He'll be at right back, so we won't have any problems there. We're going to have players back. Kyle Walker could be back, so we could have Cancelo left back, Walker right back, and you know what? I think we'll be fine. I do think we can go to Madrid and win. I do think we're going to go through. I did predict a 3-3 draw. I think it's going to be another entertaining game, and I'll take that because it'll put us through. But I do believe we can not only go Madrid and go through, but we can go and win, especially with our two main full-backs back. Be massive. We'll have a full, solid back line again. We'll have a good team out. No doubts about it, of course we will. Anyway, I've talked about Madrid for quite a while now. I want to talk about Leeds yesterday, which was a great win for us. Have a look at this comment. Benzema doing a Ronaldo when Ronaldo carried Madrid to Champions League games. Yeah, obviously they had two Ronaldos, Real Madrid. They had the original Ronaldo, who was very good for them, and Cristiano. But yeah, he's definitely implementing what the Ronaldo done. And credit to him, because since Ronaldo's left Real Madrid, he's been the man to step up, and he's done that fantastically. He's done really, really well. Credit to him. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the Leeds game now. Yesterday, a very good 4-0 win. I did not expect that before the match. I thought it'd be a tense game. I predicted a close 1-0. I just thought it'd be a more difficult game. To be fair, Leeds didn't play that bad. I just thought we were too good. They kind of could have had an early goal from a slip from Cancelo, but we managed to prevent it. But after that, they had a few chances, but we just seemed to dominate. It was an amazing performance. And like, you look at the team before the match, he did make a few changes as well. He had Sterling playing, Grealish, who have been on the bench a lot lately. Who else played? He had Ake at left back, who I thought was absolutely amazing. Probably my man of the match. There was a few changes in. He kept Jesus in the team, which was fair enough. There was a few changes in there, but what a solid performance it was. I mean, it was amazing. You look at the goals we scored yesterday. The first one, who did it come from? So yeah, I do tend to forget things. Rodri from a set piece, really good header. I thought it was poor defending from Leeds personally, but he took the header well. Good set piece goal, good delivery, good goal. Just get out the comment of Paul Fulwell, Blue Nose, a very top lad, good mate of mine. Hello mate, how are you doing? I'm absolutely brilliant mate. I hope you're well yourself. Hope you're doing well, pal. Good to see you tuning in. Top lad he is. A lot of time for him. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. How did your team get on yesterday, Birmingham? I think did the draw on all with Cardiff. You'll have to let me know, but good to see you bye, mate. Appreciate it. Professional performance at a hostile place like Leeds, absolutely. We done well. We silenced the crowd, and I know before the match they were giving our fans a bit of shit, our away fans there, but we silenced them. I seen a video actually of a Leeds fan giving it to the away end, to our fans, but we did our talking on the pitch, just like we always do, like we normally do anyway. It's the place to do it, isn't it? You know, don't like Leeds fans throwing stuff for the pitch all the time. Yeah, what was all that about? Daft. We totally outplayed them. I mean, 4-0, this says it all really, doesn't it? I think any team that beats a team 4-0, what more can you say? Just absolutely dominated, which we did do. Very professional performance and a very good win, clean sheet. To win 4-0 there is amazing. I mean, as I called 1-0, I'd have been happy with that, but to win 4-0, absolutely amazing performance by us. And it sets us up very nicely for that huge match in Madrid next week. Really good performance. I mean, the players will have watched in the hotel or wherever they'll have been, they'll have watched Liverpool beat Newcastle earlier on in the day, and they'll knew what they've had to do. They'll know that they'll have had to go to Leeds at Ellen Road, at a tough, as Chris mentioned, a tough hostile place, put in a performance like that, and so they did. Absolutely amazing, absolutely relentless, which is what Man City and Liverpool are, the two relentless teams. They're absolutely amazing. See, I'm proud to be a City fan, but what City and Liverpool are doing at the moment, it's ridiculous. I mean, they're probably both going to end up winning all the games this season. They're both going to end up at 95, 94 points. It's just, it's absolutely relentless from both teams, isn't it? Whoever wins the league, fair enough. If Liverpool win the league, I think I'm just going to sit back and say, you know what, fair enough. Both teams have been amazing. Both teams deserve to win the league. It's absolutely relentless. But I'm going to talk about the match now, as I was. I'm just going to get onto this comment. Couple of comments I've got. Chris Welsh says, I thought it would be tighter, but City showed they were too good. Yeah, we did. I say Leeds had a few early chances, but we showed our class. And God, didn't we show it? Took our goals very well. All well. And as you picked up on yourself earlier on, professional performance, so it was. It couldn't have been any more professional. As I said, the players will have watched Liverpool beat Newcastle and they'll have knew what they've had to do. They wouldn't have had to have Guardiola to tell them that, they'll have known, and credit to them. Paul Fullwell Blue Nose, I think Man City will win the Premier League on the last game of the season, scoring a 93rd minute winner. God, I would love that. It'll just bring back the Aguero memories. That's a good shout, mate. I know I'd take that. I do think it'll go to the last game myself. We play Villa, I think Liverpool play Wolves, am I right in saying? I agree with you, mate, Paul. I think it's going to go to the last game of the season, and God, I would take a 93rd minute winner to win the Premier League. There'd be no better feeling. I'd be very happy. I'd be drinking the beer all night. Good shout, mate. I like that. I do agree with you though, mate. I do think it's going to go to the last game of the season. I'd have to agree with that. I think both teams are going to keep on winning, and I don't think they're going to stop. Good shout, mate. And as Chris said himself, City were too good yesterday. Agree with that, mate. But yeah, going on to the goals from the match yesterday. The second goal, just from Ake, was from a corner. He was right place, right time, you could say. I think the Leeds keeper made a decent save, but he was there, right place, right time. It was a pretty straightforward tap in, and you know, he took the goal well. I thought he was brilliant at left back yesterday. Whenever he's played left back this season, he's always put in a shift. When he came on against Atletico away, when that was a really hostile match, he was just there heading balls constantly. You know, if it wasn't for him, he could have gone out and lost that match. You know, he's always put in a graft when he's played. You can't fault the lad. He could end up going in the summer, you never know. He might want to go and get more game time somewhere, which you can't blame him. But to be fair, he's kept his head down and he's kept fighting for his place. So when he's had the chance, he's took it. Whether he's played left back, centre back, he can also play CDM as well. I think he is a solid player. He was highly rated at Bournemouth, highly rated at Chelsea, but they got rid of him. He's always been a good performer. I'm a big fan of him. He's doing well. When he signed as well, you've got to think he was classed as Russian really, but whenever he's played after, he's always looked solid. I'm always comfortable when he's even playing now. I couldn't take that. No, I bet you couldn't, mate. I don't know if I could as well, to be honest. I remember that day we beat QPR. My heart was going crazy, as you can imagine. Probably need restraining, honestly. Absolutely unbelievable, but that's what football's all about at the same time. So Ake got the second, really good goal. You look at the third goal, a really, really tidy finish from Jesus. He took it really well. He's on fire at the moment, and to think he's been linked with Arsenal, what an absolute mockery to him. He's too good for Arsenal. I mean, I've slated Jesus in the past. I've criticised him, but you can't argue with him at the moment. He's scoring goals. He's doing well. It's since when he came in against Liverpool, he's just seemed to score every game he's played. He's doing well, and credit to him. You could say he's finally stepping up. He's still, what people have got to remember with Jesus is he's still young. He's 24, 25. You know, he could still be really good. I mean, to be fair, I laugh at him being linked with Arsenal, but he's just what Arsenal need. Arsenal are crying out for that decent striker. He could go to Arsenal and do a job, but I'd like to see him stay. The man's a monster. He is going to leave at the end of the season. I don't know if he'll retire, go to the coaching staff, go to Brazil, go back to Shakhtar the next. I don't know, but he'll bow out with style, and he's always performing solidly, whether he's playing right back, centre mid. Credit to the guy, he's an absolute monster. Comment from Chris Welsh. What's your thoughts on Jesus? He's split City fan base. Yeah, just what I was picking up on there really. I'll talk more about it. He is splitting the fan base. I like him. I want him to stay. You know, we are going to sign Haaland, which is looking likely, as I mentioned on my last stream. I do want him to stay, but I prefer him as a striker. He can play on the wing, don't get me wrong, and he's played there a few. But when the past few matches when he's been playing as a striker, he did against Jesus. He's Brazil's main striker as well. Let's not forget. He plays every match for Brazil. He's their main man. He starts every game. I like him. I personally keep him, but it'll be his choice if he wants to go or not. I'm guessing if Haaland comes in, I think it's going to be down to the player whether he wants to stay or not, to fight for his place, because Haaland will be the main man. I would definitely keep him personally, though. I think he's got a lot more to offer. Still young, but he could go to Barcelona or Arsenal, who he's been linked with, and could be their main striker, couldn't he? Whereas if we sign Haaland, he's going to be second choice, and he could even be third with Alvarez coming back. Obviously, Julian Alvarez will be back at the club next season. Scored a hat-trick for River Plate last night. Really good young talent. He is only 20, 21. He's going to be coming back next season. River Plate have announced he's going to be a Man City player next season, which is just music to the ears. Gives us more quality, you know. So that's good. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Jesus. Personally, I keep him. Don't know what the other City fans think, but that's my opinion. You good? Says this is Luca's life. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Hope you are too. As said earlier on, I've had a good day with my family. Day off work, been nice. Get daddy likes. Says this is Luca's life. I'm not asked, to be honest, mate. If people want to like it, they can. I'm just literally here to talk about a bit of football, and then I'm going to be off. Just out of pure entertainment for me personally. I like talking. I like interacting with people. It's just nice. It is. I love it. Chris Welsh says, Fernandinho's last season at Manchester City, what a play he's been. Absolutely, indeed, mate. He's been amazing. We signed him in 2013, started the 2013-14 season, I believe, and every season, consistently from then, every season from that season, he's just performed consistently. Whenever he's played, the bloke's a legend in my opinion. He should go down as a club legend. If you perform consistently every season for 8 or 9 seasons, in my opinion, you go down as a club legend. It's an absolutely phenomenal achievement. He's been solid. He scored the odd goal, Thunderball. Whenever he seems to score, he scores a screamer as well. He's really good at long range shooting. His passing's amazing. He's always good at tracking back. Defensively, he's absolutely fantastic. As solid as one of the most underrated CDMs for the previous years. He always puts in the shift. His work rate's phenomenal. He's a club legend in my eyes. I'd even get a statue of him. He's absolutely amazing. And when he does bow out this season, whatever he'll go on to do, he'll be an absolute coup for anyone at his age of 36 now. He's not going to be playing for us, but God, the man's been amazing. The Fernandinho goal that stands out for me in his time was when we beat Stoke 7-2, 17-18 season. I remember that day he just got the ball on his right foot, smashed it. The ball went like an arrow. I've never seen a shot hit so hard and perfect and more powerful in my life. Like an arrow. I think Begovic was in goal for Stoke, and it just top corner, lovely. The net rippled so hard. Sums up Fernandinho for me. Absolutely amazing. Chris Welsh, one of the best holding midfielders in Premier League history. Yeah, definitely, mate. No doubts about it. He has to go down as one of the best for me. I'm not just saying that as a City fan, but even you as a Liverpool fan can see that. You know, Like, what's your thoughts on him as a Liverpool fan? I'd like to hear. I know you think highly of him, but yeah, he's incredible. So when we signed Rodri in 2019, you could kind of see he got demoted to second choice, but whenever he played, he always did well. But that season, when we signed Rodri, he was playing centre-back a lot, because that was a season when we had limited centre-back options. We had really limited. I think we had Fernandinho centre-back. Who else? I think even Rodri played centre-back sometimes. It was that season when we lost Kompany and we were really flat. And Fernandinho's not the biggest. He's only 5'10". He's not blessed with big heightness, but whenever he played centre-back, always put in a shift. He made a few mistakes when we got beat off Wolves 2-0. He got wrestled by, was it Traore or Jimenez? But he always put in a shift, and it's a big ask to play that position. It's tough, especially when you're 5'10". As you look at more centre-backs these days, a 6 foot easy, but always solid. The bloke's an absolute beast. Wow. 2017-18 season where you smashed everyone, yeah, good season to be a City fan, that, mate. We did smash most teams. We got some brilliant wins that season. To say Stoke 7-2, we got some. We beat Swansea 6-0. He scored a good goal that game as well. Trying to think of the big wins we got that season. We were absolutely on fire that season. It was a good season to be a City fan. Scored a hell of a lot of goals. I'm just trying to think of the other big wins we got that season. We beat Palace 6-0. It was amazing. Sane on the left, absolute dream he was that season. Young player of the season. De Bruyne was just different level. Aguero was amazing. Sterling was good. We were just amazing that season. I'm trying to think, we absolutely amazing. We had David Silva just pulling the strings in midfield. Kompany was good then. He had a few injuries. Stones had a good season. We had Walker right back. Mendy played a lot. He was actually alright that season. Ederson had just signed. He was a really good keeper. Yeah, some season to be a City fan. Another result that stands out in my mind that season was I think we beat Liverpool 5-0 at the Etihad. I remember Sane scored an absolute curler with his left foot that day. We beat Chelsea 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. De Bruyne scored a thunderbolt, and that game at the Etihad where we beat Liverpool 5-0, I think Jesus scored a few that day. He was really good. Good season to be a City fan. We got some good wins. I think we absolutely battered Chelsea as well at the Etihad, or was it the season after? We smashed a few teams that season. Sadly we lost, we won at Old Trafford that season, which was nice. Very nice that was, but they did beat us at the Etihad sadly. But we still went on to win the league, so who cares? Fernandinho deserves to be highly rated. He absolutely does, mate, and I'm sure he will be. I know City fans love him a bit, including me. Just hopefully other people see what a player is as well. I'm sure they do. He beat us 5-0 at the Etihad that season too. Yeah, we did, mate. It was a really good win that day. I think Mignolet was in goal for Liverpool. He looked very shaky. That wasn't a really good Liverpool team, that. It was kind of when Liverpool were in transition. They weren't the team that they are now, I believe. They just scraped top four that season. They beat us twice in the Champions League that season, which was horrible. They beat us at Anfield in the league 4-3, I remember. But that Liverpool team that played against us that day, the Etihad, was not like the team of Liverpool now. It was kind of still in transition, I believe, but it was a good win either way for City. Really good. I remember the game very well. We had playing Aguero and Jesus that day, and they both looked really well. Top performance it was. It really was indeed. It was a good season to be a City fan. It was Bernardo Silva was very good that season. It was his first season. He was amazing. We had Danilo's backup right back. I think Zinchenko kind of came into the fold that season. It was really good indeed. I think what I'm going to do is, guys, I think I'll stop till about 10 o'clock. I did say the stream would be an hour, but kind of on low battery on my phone, so I'll leave it till 10 if that's alright. Just short of an hour, but gives us plenty more time to talk and communicate. But yeah, picked up on a Leeds match, good win. Really good win for us. All down to Real Madrid in midweek, Wednesday night at the Santiago Bernabeu. Last time we played there, I'm trying to think, when did we last play Madrid? At the Bernabeu. It was season before coronavirus, 1920. We won that night in Madrid. I think we won 2-1. De Bruyne scored a penalty. I'm trying to think who else scored. But we beat them 2-1, and then after lockdown, played them at the Etihad, and yesterday, and the rest of a lot of players. I think they won the league yesterday. Actually, they kind of, officially confirmed it. Credit to them. Both teams will be up for it. It's the Champions League semi-final, second leg, all to play for. If players aren't up for that, then what are they going to be up for? Chris Welsh, big game for you. Merce Madrid should be a cracker again. Yep, it should indeed, mate. I'm expecting both the same as last week, and I've said this to a lot of people. I expect both teams to be come out blazing just like last week. I'll take any result to put us through. I'm saying 3-3, and I'm going to stick with that. I think there's going to be more end-to-end goals. It'll be more of the same. I just can't see it being any different. Both teams going to be at each other, but what you've got to remember is Madrid are not going to find it as easy as they did last week getting forward, because we're not going to have Fernandinho at right back. We're going to have our two first choice fullbacks back, Cancelo and Walker, so they're not going to have the field day on the wings with Rodrigo and Vinicius. I think it'll be more comfortable with Walker and Cancelo playing, but I think what Chris has just said in the comments there, I think City will do the job, and I think we will too, mate. 3-3 will put us through, and I'll take that, but it'll be even better if we can go to the Bernabeu and win. I mean, what a statement that would be. I'll take any result that'll put us through, though. I don't think away goals count, so say for instance if Madrid won 1-0, game goes to extra time and potentially penalties, I just hope we do it. I just hope we get the job done. It's huge. Liverpool played Tuesday against Villarreal, and I'm going to talk actually a bit about Liverpool now. It's not just all about Man City, much as I love my club, and I'm going to give some praise and respect to Liverpool here. Obviously the rest of the few players yesterday against Newcastle, which I won't lie, surprised me a bit looking at the team before the match to see Salah, Trent and Fabinho on the bench. I think it was Thiago on as well, but God, what a professional performance. Obviously they brought in the likes of Henderson, Milner, who came Gomez at right back, who was solid. But God, to go there and just do a professional job like that and get a win, shows what a good team they are. Massive respect to rest players and just get a win like that. I mean, it's amazing. It just, as I said earlier, shows how good Liverpool and City are. But credit to Liverpool, and they got an amazing win against Villarreal 2-0 in midweek. I watched that. I think Villarreal just tried to come up with a plan, and Liverpool were just too good and just capitulated that. And I think in that second leg in Spain next week, I expect Liverpool to win comfortably and go through. I'm going to go for another 2-0 Liverpool win. I think they'll do it easy. Villarreal have to attack, and I like Atletico against us. Can you see it? No, I can't. I think Liverpool have too much quality. They'll have the likes of Salah, Trent playing again, and could see a City-Liverpool final. How good would that be? It'd be tense, of course, for both sets of fans. And I remember whenever we play Liverpool, I always find it tense. Beat us in the FB, more of the same. It'd be intense, and it'd be like that league match. Chris here, who's a Liverpool fan himself, says Naby Keita changing my mind, played well. Yeah, Naby Keita, I mean, he played yesterday, didn't he? What a season he's having. I picked and he gave our midfield a run around, to be honest. He looks good. He's obviously always been a good player, because at his old club Leipzig he was good there. But fair play to him for finally getting his head down and doing it. He has had a good season. I agree with Chris. He's been amazing. From what I've seen personally, I know Chris will have saw more of him than I will have, but respect to the man. He's having a very good season, pulling the strings in midfield. He even chipped in with the odd goal, I think. Credit to him. Going on about Liverpool, amazing win for them yesterday at Newcastle against an in-form Newcastle team as well. Really good win, and then it put the pressure on us to win, which we did. But both teams are just relentless, phenomenal. Any word I can think of. It's constant, and it's good to watch. I mean, it's relentless, and it's tense as well for both fans, like me and Chris, for example. Keita scoring the only goal for us yesterday. Yeah, he did. He took it well as well. Took it really well. See, the lad puts in the shift. He did yesterday against Newcastle. But it does sometimes take players to adapt sometimes. I mean, especially coming from the foreign leagues to come to a new league, to adapt. It's a big thing, but credit to him. Comment from Chris. Keita finally taking his injury-free vaccine after 4 years. Oh my god. Yeah, he finally has. Credit to him. I mean, maybe he has. The thing is, players suffer injury problems. Sometimes they don't come back as the same player. It can hinder the performances. But yeah, it's took him a while, but he's finally doing it. We are both so far ahead. It's scary. I know, but it's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Both teams just keep going and going and going and going. Like I said earlier, I think I really think City and Liverpool now are going to win all the remaining games. I can't see any less. I know there's a few tough games in the running for both teams. You look at Liverpool, Tottenham and Wolves, Man City, West Ham and Wolves, but I just can't see any team losing or even drawing. I think Liverpool will go to Tottenham and win. I think they'll go to Wolves and win. I think Man City will go to West Ham and go to Wolves and win. And I just think, obviously, if both teams win the remaining games, Man City win the league by 1 point, but you look at it like 18-19 season, I think City could end up on 96 points. Put me right if I'm wrong. Just losing the league at 95 points. Any other season you'd win it comfortably. It's relentless. And this just shows the absolute quality of both teams to just do that. It's amazing to just both finish on 90 plus points. And to lose out on the league at 95 points, I mean, God, any other season you'd win it easy. It's mad, it is. And I agree with Chris's comment here. We'll both